Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time to do 2026 makeup empties. Last year I did like all of my empties, but like it was a lot. So we're just sticking with makeup now. And real quick, in December, because I didn't talk about this in my last empties video because I filmed it in the beginning of December, empties for December were this Moroccan oil treatment for my hair. This is a hair product. And this was a birthday gift from Sephora. I always like to put something in my hair before it dries, like kind of like an air drying product to keep the frizz down, add shine, like whatever. And this was nice. I didn't think this was too heavy or slick. I thought it was like a really good texture. Came in really handy like for our trip to Florida. Great travel size, but would not buy this full size. It's just like not my budget. So not what I'm willing to pay for a hair oil when you could get cheaper ones that work like the same or better. And then this is the Say lip oil in the shade Dip. So I will talk more about that though in the full year empties. I'm decluttering this Clarisonic because the battery died and this is super old. So it didn't really make sense to get a battery for this when there's like newer stuff out. And I've had this for a long enough time where diminishing returns on trying to get a battery for something when you might as well just like buy a new product. Like I wouldn't even know how to put a battery into this because the battery's like dead. Like even this is the charger, it just dies automatically. So it doesn't matter like if it's been in here for a long time or not, like it's kaput. So just wanted to like point out that stuff before I get into the full year of empties. So now we're ready to talk about the full year range of empties and what those numbers look like. All right, I'm gonna start with foundation. I finished up 4 foundations last year, so that seems to be about the norm because the year before that I also finished up about 4 foundations. And I am a fan of L'Oreal foundations. I have 2 different types there. I have the True Match one, which I really like. This is in the shade N3. This is what I've been buying pretty regularly. And then this year I tried the True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serums, which I also really liked. I had a mineral sunscreen that was like super white, like it left a white cast on my face unless you like really rubbed it in. So I bought like a darker foundation for the summer months because yes, I do get a little bit more tan, but also to like compensate for that white masky look. So I just wanted to kind of try something different, I guess. There was no other explanation. And I think this is a little bit more like sheer lightweight than this, even though this isn't necessarily heavyweight, you know what I mean? Like it's a different vibe, but I just wanted to get some darker shades and try a different formula. But I did enjoy all 4 of these, and I do go through foundation pretty consistently. So that is one makeup category that isn't hard for me to pan because I use it all the time and it's like one in, one out. I don't like to have like a backup of foundations. I've gotten out of that and I want to keep it that way. So loved these, and I want to get these again, and I probably will when my True Match, like right now I'm back to using this type again, and I want to go back to this after I run out of that. So there you go, 4 out. So in 2025, I used up 2 mascaras. One shade was black, just plain old black. The other shade was deep brown. I do like the e.l.f. Lash and Roll mascaras. I've repurchased these like a few times now, and I just like that they're buildable. They're not as expensive as other mascaras. These are tubing mascaras. I don't know if people talk about that much, but yeah, they come off like that. So I would repurchase these again. I don't think I need to get the brown one again because I just like a straight old black mascara. I think I bought this because I wanted to kind of experiment with a more like natural looking mascara or like every day, even though I wear black mascara every day. So it's, yeah, so it's nothing wrong with it. I just don't need to have 2. And that was similar to 2024. I think, no, yeah, so in 2024 I used up 1. So like, I don't know, I'm not trying to like compare, but I am comparing, and I'm just trying to see if there's like a pattern here. But honestly, if you finish 1 to 2 mascaras, like that seems to be the norm for me per year. Full size mascaras, that is. In 25, I finished up 1 concealer. So the year before that, it was 2. My concealer usage is 1 in, 1 out. It is like the minimal category for me, so I'm not really worried about that. This is the Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush Full Coverage Concealer. This was very natural looking. I don't know if I would call this full coverage though. It didn't really, I don't really have really dark under eye circles, and this did brighten whatever I did have, so I'll say that, but it wasn't like the most impactful concealer. It was fine. It did the job. I'm not looking for like really masky concealer anyway. I wouldn't get this again though. I found other ones I've liked a little bit better. So, but it was fine. It was definitely more inexpensive than other brands and it did the job. So yeah, 1 in, 1 out. Eyeliners, I completed 2 eyeliners last year. One was the MAC Prunella eyeliner, and the other one was an Avon, like dark brown, just eyeliner, I don't know. Both were really, really old. I had been using these for years. Yeah, and the year before that, I also finished 2. So again, seems to be a similar pattern here, is 2 per year. But also, you know, you have to think you've been using these for years and years and years. So it's not like it just took 1 year to finish this, as we all know. These were years in the making, these empties. I like a traditional eyeliner. I definitely had way more eyeliners, you know, years before and like had a collection going. And I now have only 2 left in my collection. And I wouldn't be against, you know, going back to traditional eyeliner because I am using one now in a project and I do use eyeshadows as well. Yeah, we'll kind of see as time goes on, like if I ever get another eyeliner again, or I'm sure I will, but right now I've been fine with using a liquid one and the one that I'm trying to pan, and I haven't really thought about buying a new eyeliner yet, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just don't want like a huge collection of them. So yeah, 2 this year. Or sorry, if I say this year, you know I meant last year. Well, here are the ones I keep bringing up. I used up 1 blush this year. This is the first blush I think I've ever finished. So that was really exciting. I already talked about this like ad nauseum. Like, it's Party, like the birthday mini that they gave out 1 year. And again, years in the making, but 1 blush down. Yeah, not a product I would buy at all. It was fine to play with and use up, but nothing to write home about. It's just like a typical like powder blush, maybe a little bit better than a typical powder blush. It did stay on my face. It was a nice everyday shade, but yeah, forgettable. Like once it's out of my collection, the color was just like a neutral color, and that's fine. Like I'm down for an unexciting blush. It doesn't have to be like a party every time I put a party. That's the name of the blush. Every time I put blush on. But you know, sometimes you just get bored. You want to try new formulas. Like there's so many different things out now. Like, yeah, you get it. I finished mini bronzer, super exciting. Again, the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Mini, years in the making as well. Really nice product. I heard that Marc Jacobs might be coming out with makeup again. There's like something I saw online about that. Nothing official, but I think I heard that. So that's really exciting. But yeah, I really, really like this. I'm in no need to buy any bronzers right now. I literally have enough to hold me over for a long time. That's like not even funny. Like I'm not even trying to like entertain a new bronzer at this point. But really cool to get through one of these. It's the first time I ever finished up like a powder bronzer. I used up a contour stick last year. That took me years to finish. But this is the first like powder bronzer that I recall I have ever finished. So I'm super excited about that. I used up 6 lip products. So not all of these are equal, of course. Some are like traditional lipsticks. I finished this up in the beginning of last year. This is the Makeup Academy. This isn't the original packaging though. Makeup Academy lipstick in the shade 205, I think it was called. So that was a huge achievement because that thing needed to get panned. Like it was a nice color, but it was really old. And because I transferred it into this thing, it lost a lot of its like emollient properties. Like it wasn't going on like super moisturizing, so there was that. But yeah, I finished up that was like a solid lipstick. The NYX Lip Lingerie was another huge achievement for me. This was in the shade Bedtime Flirt, which was another like nude, slightly pink, but yeah, nude shade. Great one. And I had the NYX Butter Gloss, which was the shade Praline. And this was another achievement because these take a really, really long time to use. This was a very pretty, again, nude, moisturizing lip product. Less exciting, I had a lip balm. So this one I really like. I would repurchase these again over the ones that I have now. But yeah, this is the Blistex 5-star lip protection, SPF 30. And then I did finish up 2 lip oils. This one I talked about already. This is the Say lip oil in the shade Dip. And this is the Ruby Kisses lip oil. This one right here, the Say lip oil in Dip, this smells like plastic. And I don't remember that from like when I first got it. I only got this in July and I panned it in December. And that was with not super frequent use. So you can really go through these really quickly, which isn't really a good thing because these are 25 bucks. I only bought it because I had a gift card and I wanted something for like Disney World that wasn't lipstick, that was tinted and wouldn't melt. So that's the main reason why I bought this, because otherwise I would not have spent $25 on this, especially for it only lasting 5 months. I mean, it's good that it lasted 5 months because then it's good I got through it and finished it, because I don't really want to keep this for like 5 years. But I don't know, for lip oil though, I don't think it should be 25 bucks at all, but that's just my 2 cents. And then this brand is off Amazon. Really, really great clear lip oil. It's not super sticky. Moisturizing product. Perfect like stickiness. That's like not too sticky. It's like very smooth. So yeah, that's my 6. Those are the 6 lip products that I used up. Super excited. Always excited to get lip colors out. I don't know how well I'm gonna do this year with lip products, considering like most of them are like repurchased products that are starting back at zero, like starting back at being brand new. So I don't know this year, but I don't really care. It's fine. I used up the Oily Bonder base coat. So yeah, this was really good. It just, it gets sticky towards the end, so I don't really get the chance to finish the entire thing. I tried my best to, but it was like way too sticky and not worth it. But yeah, not a repurchase though. I mean, it could be a repurchase, but I chose a different brand instead. I think I have like a Sally Hansen one now. So yeah, this is, again, nothing crazy. Like, I go through these regularly. It's like a 1 in, 1 out product for me. So there's that. And I don't have the bottle, but I did finish up one perfume this year. Didn't start out full size at all. I've had that thing since probably 2006 or 2004, something crazy. And it had like this much left. It was the Juicy Couture regular original perfume. I don't have the bottle. But yeah, I wanted to make that note because whenever I finish any kind of fragrance, especially if it was a full size, like, that's a big deal to me. So I count that in my makeup because it's not like a shampoo, right? Like, that takes a little bit more effort, especially if it wasn't like your most favorite fragrance. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, those are my empties from 2025. I'm pleased with the numbers. I don't really, get mad at myself if I don't finish that much. I just use my makeup the way I'm going to. Some of these, like I said, are in projects. Some of them are just organic usage. I didn't have like a goal number, but next year I would definitely like to see like a lip product empty. I don't think I'm gonna have as many as I have in the past, unless it's like a clear lip oil. Yeah, I will probably pan one of those. I definitely will. But like a colored lip product, I don't know. So yeah, that completes my 2025 empties. How did you guys do with your empties? Definitely share down below if there's anything like you're really proud that you finished in 2025. Here's to panning stuff in 2026. Talk to you guys later. Bye.